I'm Morgan.
And I'm Megan.
And today Megan will be doing my makeup.
Yeah, so we're doing an everyday spring summer look. It's gonna be very pink and pretty, so we hope you like it.
Let's get started.
So before we start our makeup, we are gonna make sure that our face is nice and hydrated, and for us, our favorite moisturizer is Pond's. A hydrated face is key for a flawless foundation. So now that her face is nice and moisturized, we are gonna go in and apply a full layer of foundation. Our favorite one to use is, of course, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is a full coverage foundation and it will stay on all day, all night. To apply this foundation, we are gonna be using our favorite little Chanel foundation brush. I'm gonna be applying the foundation just to my hand. This is gonna warm up the foundation. It's gonna make it a little bit easier just to apply it all over her face. Now, just to make sure that there's no streaks, you can just go in with your brush and just dab over. Now that the foundation is on, we are gonna go in and we are gonna contour with Huda Beauty's bronzer cream. This is our favorite bronzer to use because it's super easy to build. You can really get the color as dark or as light as you want. Your natural glow is really gonna come through the product, just because it's creamy and it's really, really nice to work with. To use this product, we use a kind of very narrow circular brush. We like to just apply a little bit of product to the brush, do circles in the cap. And this will ensure that our brush has an even layer of product on it. So when we go in onto the face, the transition is really smooth and flawless. We're just gonna be following her natural cheekbone and just applying a little bit of product under it. We like our contour to be darker towards our ear and kind of lighten as we get closer to the front of our face. We also like to bring our contour up towards our cheekbone just to give the illusion that our cheekbone is a little bit bigger than it actually is. We're also going to be applying this product in a circular motion. Now that we have the contour done on this side of the cheek, we're going to bring the product up along her hairline and up along the top of her forehead. This is just going to shorten her forehead a little bit. I'm going to be bringing the contour just down along her jawline. To contour her nose, we're just going to be using the same brush and we're just going to squeeze it with our fingers like this and just go along her nose line. We like to put a lot of product underneath our nose right here just to shorten the nose. So next step, we are going in with some concealer. We are using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is such a great product for so many reasons. We use it to conceal the bags under our eyes, just to clean up some eyeshadow, also highlight areas of our face such as underneath our eyebrow, our chin, along the bridge of our nose, and we also sometimes use it just to lighten our lipstick on our lips. Did you say there's anything else we use it for?
A base for eyeshadow.
This product is so easy to work with. It has complete coverage and you don't need a lot of it. So we're just gonna be going in. I'm gonna be using the Espoir little concealer brush. It's really structured and small and allows you to press in the product. So I'm just gonna be using a little bit. Again, same thing with the lid. I'm just gonna be ensuring that the makeup is spread throughout the bristles just to make sure that I have control when I apply it on the face. I'm starting down the bridge of her nose and working towards the outer face. And I'm going to be bringing the concealer all the way back just to give a more pulled back, elongated look. Morgan and I also like to conceal just our upper lip and just to lighten that area because we find that our foundation likes to collect itself there and it just gives us a shadow which makes us look like we have a mustache when in reality we don't. So we just like to go in with a little bit of concealer and lighten that area. So just to buff out this concealer, we're just going to be using the same foundation brush as we were using before. We're going to be lightly tapping the concealer. The reason why we're using this foundation brush is essentially just to tone the overall color down. With the excess concealer that you might have on this brush, you can just go in and kind of highlight the areas that you want. Probably the most important part of our makeup routine is setting our makeup, especially because Morgan and I like to use a lot of creamy products. This just ensures that everything stays in place, it doesn't move, it really bakes it on, and it also acts as a highlighter for areas that we want to lighten. We use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and we use the Sephora Makeup Set Collection, and we are going to be using the contour brush. We're just going to be applying a generous amount to the brush, going along the contour line, and for us, we like to kind of connect it with our lips. For the under eye, this brush is amazing because it's a long pointed tip, so it allows you to get into that far corner, and we drag it out all the way to the side of the face, again giving that pulled look. The nose as well, or sorry, the sides of the nose. And because our bronzer is cream, we also like to go in and just set our forehead a little bit. We don't really leave our setting powder on for a long time. Sort of just brush it off right away. It doesn't really, we don't find it makes a huge difference. Okay. So now that the face is done, we are going to move on to our eyeshadow. Because we're going for a spring-summer look, we really like to use pinks. We like to use a pink eyeshadow with a pink blush and a pink lip. We just find that's really, really pretty. Because we like to match the colors on our face, we're just gonna be going over and bronzing with Rich Amber, and then we're gonna be going in the crease of her eye with the same Rich Amber. So I'm just gonna be using a big brush for this. So now that we have some powder bronzer all over her face, we're going to be using the same one, and we are going to be going in her crease. We are using the Sephora Featherweight Crease Brush. The reason why Morgan and I like a darker crease is because it gives the illusion that our eyes are deeper than they actually are. And again, the same sort of technique of dragging the product towards the side of our face, just to give the illusion that our face is a little bit longer, stretched back, snatched, however you want to call it. Same on the other side, just snatching the eye back. So now that we have our crease nice and dark with our bronzer, we are going to be going underneath the bottom lash line and sort of connecting the color with the product on the upper lid. For this, we're just going to be using a really nice and thin, small eyeshadow brush, applying a little bit of product. So now that we have our eyeshadow complete for our crease and under eye, it is time to do our lid. We're gonna have a really small lid, so we like a really bright and light color, just to give the illusion that it's bigger than it actually is. Before we do that, we're just gonna be applying, like I was mentioning earlier, our concealer, just to brighten the area. And it acts as a really nice eyeshadow base. Now that her eyelid is nice and concealed, we are going to go in with our eyeshadow, and we're going to be using Kylie Jenner's Nice palette, and we're going to be using the really light pink. Now to apply this color, we're going to be using our finger, just because we think that the transfer of the color to the eyelid is cleaner and it's a lot more pigmented. Circle in the color, pick up all the product, and then we're just going to kind of, you can tap it or drag it. So for the bottom lid, we're going to be using the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsession palette, and we're going to be using the shade in the corner here. It's the lightest pink. Also, this palette has seen better days. So again, we're going to be using our finger, grabbing some sparkle, and just going over our light pink on our lid. Again, going in with some concealer, and I'm just going to be cleaning up underneath her brow. For blush, we are going to be using the Sephora Colorful Matte in shade Flirt It Up. And from the same brush collection, we are going to be using the bronzer brush. As you can tell, we don't really listen to what they're designed for, but we kind of just find what works for us and what we like best. So we're gonna be dabbing some product, again, just evening it out throughout the bristles, and then just going in on the front part of our cheekbone. I don't know if you're like us or not, but we like a lot of blush. We find it really gives life to our face and just overall makes us look happier. So now to highlight the face, we're gonna be using the Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the Sun Dipped palette, and we are going to be using the pink highlight, obviously because we're going for a really pink summer look. For this, we're just gonna be using, honestly, this is such an old brush, but it's so amazing. I'm sure you guys have all seen it before. It's nice and small, allows you to really highlight well. Just gonna be going along the upper cheekbone and just really make sure that you blend in your highlight. So we're also going to be connecting this highlight to our brow line, just connecting it back down. We like to add a little bit to our chin and the bridge of our nose. So today I will be using the NYX Precision Brow Pencil in the color Espresso, and we really like this pencil because one end is a brush, so it's perfect just for brushing out your eyebrow, giving that more natural look, and then this side is a skinny pencil, so it's perfect when you want to just go in and give those natural strokes. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this by myself. First, just brushing out my eyebrow. So I'm gonna go make us some coffee because it might take this girl a long time to do her brows.
I'll be done by the time you get back.
Okay, challenge accepted. I just wanna go in and I just kinda wanna follow the natural shape of my eyebrow, but I will be bringing it out just to create like a longer eye. That's something that Megan mentioned, that's a look we're trying to achieve.
Now those are some brows.
I'd say we finished at the exact same time.
What do you think of my brows? I went for a pretty dramatic look today.
This is supposed to be a summer, everyday, natural spring look.
But I'm feeling dramatic today, so
oh my god.
I told you.
Now that her eyebrows are complete, we're gonna go in and we're gonna add some mascara, and we're just gonna be doing a thin layer before we apply some falsies. While she's applying some mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and add some glue to her lashes. So we're using the Huda Beauty number 14, I think, or 13, they're called Jade, and we're gonna be applying some duo glue. Before putting on some glue, we always make sure that the last wear's glue has been peeled off. And if you do have some stubborn pieces, just go in with some black eyeliner and really cover that glue so you can't see it when you put on the lashes. And then just apply a medium layer of glue to the strip lashes. We're gonna let them dry and then put them on. So for our favorite lip, we always start with a lip liner. This is so important when you're overlining your lip. So we're using the NYX Professionals Soft Spoken, and we're just gonna be lining and overlining our lips with that. And then next, we are going in with our favorite Huda Beauty Demi Matte lipstick, and this is in Day Slayer. We like to just go in with that light pink lipstick just to lighten it overall. For this, we're gonna be using the Maybelline, and this is in shade Nude Lust. Looks like this. So how we overline our lips is we always like to go in with a lip liner and draw above our natural lip line on the center part of our lips, on top and on bottom, as you can see here. We don't like to overline the corners of our lips. We find that looks really unnatural and it's just not the look that we're going for. So then we are going to connect our overline to our natural lip line into the corners. Okay, so my lip liner is done, and now I'm just gonna go in with our favorite Huda Beauty lipstick, and this is in the shade Day Slayer. And this is our favorite everyday lipstick. It's really pretty. It's just that perfect nude, and it really goes well with any kind of eyeshadow look that you want, whether it's blue or purple, or in this case, pink. It's just so perfect because it's that in-between pink and nude, so it'll never clash with any other color. It's also semi-matte, so it's not as dry. Gives a really nice finish. So that's done. And then the last thing we're gonna do on our lips is we're just gonna go in with just a light lipstick, and this is by Maybelline, and it's 920, it's called Nude Lust. The nice thing about mixing lighter and darker colors on your lip is it actually gives the illusion that your lips are bigger, just because there's more definition to your lips. So yeah, that is it. I love how lipstick really brings together your final look, and then you can really appreciate how everything looks together. So that is it for our everyday spring/summer makeup look. We really hope you guys liked the video. So thank you for watching, and let us know what you guys think. Bye guys.